The United States, meanwhile, is all set to lift restrictions for its overseas visitors. It will reopen its land borders with Canada and Mexico to non-essential workers who are fully vaccinated against COVID-19. The border, which will be reopened on November 8th, will end a 19-month curb on non-essential travel, which was propelled due to the pandemic. The latest decision by the Biden administration allows vaccinated workers to enter the U.S. by using land or ferry crossing points. These non-essential travelers will be required to show a proof of vaccination or at least their vaccination status if requested by the border agent. However, unlike air travelers, they will not be asked to show a negative COVID-19 test. The U.S. has curbed travel from Mexico and Canada since March 2020 due to the pandemic. As of now, vehicles, rail and ferry travel between the U.S., Canada and Mexico is largely restricted due to essential travel alone. Most of the non-US citizens who have been to the UK, China, South Africa, Iran and a number of European countries in the past 14 days are still not allowed to enter the US. Meanwhile, both Mexico and Canada have been pressing the US for months to ease restrictions on travel.
Muchas reuniones para lograr la apertura de la frontera, pero también la decisión de vacunar en los municipios fronterizos para facilitar el acuerdo.
The ban has also had enormous social and cultural impact. It has prevented family gatherings, especially with relatives living on different sides of the border.
As our country's largest border city, San Diego is, of course, linked happily with our partners in Mexico. For too long, the restrictions at our border have separated families, have devastated businesses that rely on cross-border travel.
The travel restriction has also had dire economic impact, with various shopping malls and businesses being shut, and the decision by the Biden administration to reopen borders comes at a critical time. That is ahead of the holiday shopping season.
It's hard to quantify. The San Ysidro Chamber of Commerce has identified hundreds of businesses that have closed, they believe, directly as a result of the travel restrictions, and that's measured in millions of dollars, and that's in one neighborhood.
Meanwhile, the United States has announced that it will only accept international travelers who are inoculated with the US or WHO-authorized vaccines.
Estados Unidos admite las vacunas, que también creo que es algo muy relevante que debo subrayar. Todas las vacunas que apruebe la Organización Mundial de la Salud, Estados Unidos las va a aceptar. Porque originalmente solo eran unas vacunas que son hechas en Estados Unidos. Hoy ya no es así.
This poses a major problem for Mexico that has inoculated millions of people with Russian and Chinese-made vaccines which are not authorized by the World Health Organization. Meanwhile, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control has confirmed that it will consider people with mixed doses as fully vaccinated as long as it is approved by the global health body. Canada opened its border to fully vaccinated travelers from the US on August 9th, while Mexico's border has remained open throughout the pandemic. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.